I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not. Wait for it.
Get flicked. Welcome to Flick the Script Podcast. This is episode 20. My name is Derek Mitchell. And in case you're hearing some noise in the background, it's because I'm recording this episode inside the movie theater. Just want to give you guys a heads up. Today we're going to talk about the first Avenger. Now, who's the first Avenger? The first Avenger is Captain America. If you haven't seen Captain America, go check it out. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it. But first, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to all the listeners, all the followers, everybody who's supporting. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Once again, I always try to make sure I do that at the beginning of each episode to show my appreciation. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome. As I mentioned before, we're talking about Captain America, Brave New World. The duration on this one is 1 hour and 58 minutes. Directed by Julius, Onah, starring Anthony Mackie, Danny Ramirez, Liv Tyler, Harrison Ford, and of course a few other talented actors and actresses as well. Now, what can I say about this movie? Everybody's been waiting for this movie. You know, once again, this is Marvel. And you know, when Marvel's putting something out, the anticipation is real. So I saw the preview, and the preview immediately I was like, okay, this looks really good. In the previews, you see Red Hulk. They show us Red Hulk. They show us how Captain America's gear is, how, you know, how his weapons are and everything, show how he's doing, show who he is. We see his Anthony Mackie. Cool. So watching this movie, I want to say first off, I noticed at the start, you know how it usually shows Marvel Studios, how it shows all the characters in Marvel and it kind of rolls into the whole Marvel Studios logo. It didn't do that for this one. So that lets me know that this movie is pretty pivotal. This is going to be a pivotal movie for Marvel, and I'm very curious to see which direction we head into next. I will say the acting in this movie was great. I think Anthony Mackie did a great job as Captain America. As far as people with the backlash and who are giving the negative comments, first off, let me just tell you this. In the comics, this is what happens in the comic books. Captain America gets to a point where he's too old, so he can no longer be Captain America. So who does he look for? Falcon. He then becomes Captain America, takes over the role, and the rest is history on that. And as far as Red Hulk, you know, I heard people saying, "Oh, why are they making the Hulk red?" You know, once again, in the Marvel Universe, there's more than one Hulk. It's just that people were just so accustomed to Bruce Banner's Hulk for so many years. But there's multiple Hulks in the Marvel Universe. So it's interesting to see Thaddeus Ross make an appearance, and we get shown Red Hulk. I thought that was pretty cool. I like that. My only take on that is I wish we could have seen more fighting scenes between Red Hulk and Captain America. There's some fighting between them two, but I wish we could have gotten more. That would have been really good to see. As far as, again, the acting was great. We get an appearance from one of Captain America's associates. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but we do get an appearance from another associate that you may be familiar with. They make an appearance in the movie as well. As I can say with this movie overall, Great movie. If you're a Marvel fan, you're gonna want to see this. Don't miss this. All I gotta say is, if you're going into it with a closed mind, of course you're gonna be negative about it, because there's a different Captain America. But you gotta understand, this happens in the comic books, like I mentioned before. And like I said, like I also said, Anthony Mackie did a great job. I honestly feel like this Captain America is better than the original Captain America, to be honest. Like, look at all the weapons he has, The other Captain America couldn't really move like this, So again, check this movie out, give it a chance, give it a shot. Of course, stay after the credits. There's always an after credit scene. If I got to rate this movie on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7. My only take on it is I wish there was a little more fighting in the movie. That's just me personally. I like to see a little more action in the Marvel movies. But that's my take. As far as the storyline, as I mentioned earlier, we get introduced to Thaddeus Ross, how he's becoming the president. And we also get introduced to another Marvel villain called the Leader, who's pretty much brainwashing everybody in the movie. So go ahead and check it out. It's a good movie, good solid Marvel movie. I recommend it. Once again, that's Captain America, Brave New World. This is Derek Mitchell. I will see you next time.